This is Manish Nigam and today I am going to explain you the note making question. Class 11 and 12 we find this note making question, and this note making question is not only used in class 11 and 12 but in other competitive exam also. You will find note making and unseen passage questions. So unseen passage question we'll do later on, but today I'll discuss or we'll see the note making, how to solve the note making questions. Before I start or before I give you vivid explanation of that, let me give you how we can understand the para or the passage that is given there. In your question paper, you will find two questions. Question number 1 for class 11 and 12 I am talking about. You will find question number 1 that is of unseen passage and question number 2 that is of note making. While we solve the note making question, what we do, whether it's a note making or unseen passage, we have to keep in mind the 2 points, the 2 things. One is skimming and the other is scanning. Skimming means reading fast with comprehension. Means while you are reading the passage, you have to understand it also. And you are given 15 minutes for reading the question paper. So my suggestion would be that you utilize your 15 minutes for reading the passage carefully. Read the passage carefully. While we read the passage, we come to know the topic, the main heading, topic or main heading. Overall, what is the main title or main heading of the passage? Maybe this is your answer sheet. You can just draw a line there, okay? And here we write the main heading or title. You can say it title also. Once you read the passage, you get a title of the passage. Title may be politics or sports or education or any other. After reading 1 or 2 or 3 paras, you can clearly find out that what possible title or heading or main heading may be. After finding it out, your second task starts. What it is, imagine this to be your para. Imagine this to be your para, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 paras given. 7 or 8 paras given. What you have to do, you can just bifurcate the entire passage. Let me recall again. The entire passage will be bifurcated or divided into 3 or 4 sections, 3 or 4 parts. So let me take this. Imagine this to be a passage, because it is practically not possible to give you a passage here. So imagine this part to be the passage. This is part A. This you can call part B. This you can call part C. And the last one you can call part D. Got it? After giving the heading, you have to divide the entire passage into sections or parts. Part A, part B, part C, part D. Point number 3, task number 3 that you have to do. Now, and yes, one more thing, while you are reading the passage, my dear children, keep a pencil with you and just jot down the main ideas, the main points. Please underline those points. So it will be easy for you when you are writing the minor points. What is minor points? I will clarify that later on. So this is your para number 1A. Here we write para number A. Now, this para we have to give a title or a heading. We have given a title already, but this was for the entire passage. Now we have to give a title to this A part, and this is called subheading. This is called subheading. Remember, okay? This is A and the title of that part A. It is subheading. Now comes the minor point. Minor point means, let me clarify this, A.1, A.2, A.3, A.4. Please remember, don't go beyond 4 or 5. Okay, you can just keep it up to 4 or 5. A.1, what we do there? Oh, I have already written here A1, A2, A3, A4. But what to do? Now whatever minor points you have underlined here, we'll write those minor points here. Remember, we cannot write that in a sentence form. Either the words or the phrases with abbreviation. Words or phrases with abbreviation. Let me emphasize this fact here. You cannot write the complete sentence while we are writing the minor points. We cannot write that in sentence form. We have to write it in words or phrases with abbreviation. Abbreviation means short form. Now there are two ways the short form can be created. One, the regular short form, the regular abbreviation given already, like suppose it is education. So you can write EDU. If it is government, you can write GOVT. If it is kilometer, you can write KM. If it is Mr., you can write MR. If it is Mrs., you can write MRS. If it is kilogram, you can write kg. Some other are there. Suppose if you are not able to find any particular abbreviation there, so you can make your own abbreviation, but it is mandatory to put a abbreviation there. Got it? So these are the minor points. Once we have completed them, and indentation is very important, my dear children. Means setting. Setting is very important. Without setting, it will all look very backward, you can say. Okay. So the heading starts from here. This is your subheading wala part, and then comes the A1, A2, A3, and these are the minor points with abbreviations. This one part is done. Now we take the second para, and here we write B, and we'll give subheading for that. This is the subheading for B, and we'll write the minor points B.1, B.2, B.3 and B.4. Likewise, we'll do the minor point wala part. Got it? Then C and then D. Is that clear? Now, after completing this, we come to the next part. I have already divided this board into columns, two parts. Let me give you this here. Once you have completed this A para, B para, C para and D para, all four paras are completed, we'll make a box again. We'll make a box, a small box you can make, and you can give a heading of key of abbreviations. Got it? Key of abbreviation, yeah, list of abbreviation. If you don't remember all that, so you can write list of abbreviation. Whatever abbreviation you have chosen here, you have put here, you can write that. Suppose I gave you one or two example. Suppose if it is EDU, so it will be education. Write the full form. If it was GOVT, write government. If it is kg, write kilogram. So my dear children, in this way, and remember, not all abbreviation can be listed here. Just 4 or 5 only, because this is an 8-mark question and you have to complete this question within the limitation of 10 to 15 minutes. You cannot waste your too much of time just writing all that list of abbreviation and everything. So simply 1, 2, 3, 4, the minor points that you can mention, and after that you make a list of abbreviation. Now comes the third part, that is summary. This is the conclusion. What we do when we write summary? Most of the children, what they do, they start reading the passage again. I request you, my dear children, you need not to read the entire passage again. What you can do, whatever minor points you have selected, just start elaborating those minor points. Whatever minor point, the word or the phrases that you have given here, for A, for B, for C, for D, 3 or 4 subheadings you have chosen, and then 4 or 5 minor points are there. So you start elaborating those minor points into sentences and make your own sentence. And remember, the summary should be, or it should have 80 to 100 words, not more than that. Got it? Once you have completed your summary, the note making is done. Let me recall again from the beginning. When we do the note making question, first of all, we have to read the passage, comprehend it, and read it fast, or read it fast with comprehension. Once you have read the passage, you can give the main heading or the main title. It will be written here, the top. Okay. Now come to the margin side, and there you just whatever passage you are given there, you can divide the passage into 4 or 5 sections, 4 or 5 parts. The entire passage can be divided into 4 or 5 parts, and each part will be given a name. What is the name that is given? That is A for first part, B for second part, C for third part, and D for fourth part. Once you have written this, now what is the second task? That to give a title to that particular part. Two part title are given, one the complete passage and one the small part that you have chosen. So it will be called subheading. After choosing the subheading, select the minor points from there, the passage, from the para, and start writing those minor points. Remember not to write in sentences, write either in words or in phrases, okay, with abbreviation, short form. Just like you message your friends, WhatsApp message or Facebook message, what do? You write in short. So just like that, you can add your own abbreviation there. You are free to add your own abbreviation. Do this for A, do this for B, do this for C, do this for D. 4 is enough. Once this part is over, A, B, C, D part is over, now just make a list of abbreviation. And that list of abbreviation will be put in a box. Okay, 3 or 4, not more than that. 3 or 4 abbreviation that you have used in that entire note making, you will give a full form of that. Close the box, and then comes the summary. What do we do for summary? No need to read the passage. Let me highlight and emphasize this point. You need not to read the passage again. Whatever minor points you have chosen, just read those minor points and elaborate those minor points. Extend those minor points. Got it? And in this way, your summary will be completed and your full 8 marks are obtained or availed. Thank you, my dear children. God bless.